I am clearly on the bridge, as folks can see. My RVs, which NYPD 10th Precinct loves to call my RVs trailers. And all of the NYPD officers that call my RVs trailers are all white. So I connect the dots. As you see, the metal curb here on my big one is located on the bridge. This is the bridge. The little one is also located on the bridge. You can see that this is the bridge. I am pointing out the fact that this is the bridge because New York City does not own this bridge. I will show you who is the owner of this bridge. That, my people, is Amtrak. That is Amtrak down there. And as you see, the bridge across from it is also Amtrak. The bridge that extends all around is Amtrak. And this is not a rail company owned by New York City. Although the pint-sized, knee-high black man thinks that he owns everything. So New York City 10th Precinct, who we all know, 10 means that they have the IQ of -10. It told me that this is New York City street. Well, it's a continuation of New York City streets, but this is technically not New York City's property. They could not do anything on New York City or connect to New York City streets without the authority or the approval of the federal government. How do I know this? My father died in Vietnam. I have all my family members have served in the military for this country, including my own child. So that would make me extremely knowledgeable of the difference between federal government and city property. And I will go back to the fact that Governor Cuomo shut down New York City's tow pound. He did that because he was authorized by the federal government to use that property, that international waters, which it makes that federal property. We had to get the authorization to do so by Washington, D.C., which they in turn asked him, well, what will you do with that property? And he had to give the Washington, D.C. an answer as to what how useful he could make that property. And he did so because he was able to take out the tow pound, which is where the mayor gets his money at, by the way. So I'm assuming that pint-sized little short thing is trying to obtain some money from me. I don't have any. I'm on disability because I'm a cardiovascular patient. You can see from the scar that extends from my chest, which also extends all the way down to my belly. Right there. My entire aorta exploded. So your mayor, if you're a New York City resident, that's disgusting. Can you go spit somewhere else? Anyways, wants to take everything from disabled people. People who can't afford to live in these warehouses. These are also known as warehouses with numbers on them. So if he can put me in the system where he can use the number to locate me at, it would be much easier for him to use me as a victim to insinuate that I have some dysfunctional social behaviors, something that he likes to insult Have you noticed that the mayor does not date females? He does not know anything about having a female in his life. And that's pretty obvious, because he doesn't care whether or not any female, black, white, or whatever, has any indication of intelligence. And with that being said, I will continue to be harassed by somebody who can't even reach to the number size in the back of my bra. It's too short. And I'm sure everything else is too. And with that being said, signing off.